Welcome back to the Sentinel Report. Alex Newman, your host here. Thank you so much, folks, for staying with us. And big things are happening with young people in this country. The polling data consistently provides cause for alarm. A few years ago, if you remember, the Victims of Communism Memorial Foundation commissioned a poll found that 70% of millennials are going to vote for socialists in the future. We see just 6% of millennials with a biblical worldview, 4% of Gen Z with a biblical worldview. Younger people, generally speaking, are getting more and more liberal, more and more godless. And now we've got a new poll. This one just came out this week. It is from the AP-NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. And what it shows is young adults don't even think voting is important. In fact, it's catastrophic, the levels that we're seeing here, way down from the older generations. Among adults 60 plus, almost 70% think voting is extremely important. Among 45 to 59, 64% think so. Among 30 to 44, 39%. And then you go down to the youngest cohort, 18 through 29, only 36% do. And a full third don't think voting is important, or it's not very important, or it's only somewhat important. So we have very, very rapidly shifting attitudes here. It seems like young people are losing confidence, not just in our system of government, but in the whole idea of self-government itself. Joining us now to discuss are two exceptional young people who I have the pleasure of working with. I'm the senior advisor for the Florida Federation of Teenage Republicans. Joining us today, we've got the chair. Her name is Raven Siegenthaler. We've also got the vice chair of the Florida Federation of Teenage Republicans. His name is Alexander Landry. Raven, Alexander, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It's great to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you for having us, sir. We're excited to be here.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here, Mr. Newman.
Thank you, guys. And hey, I appreciate so much what you guys do for the young people, trying to get young people involved, trying to make them understand the critical principles of liberty, the value of the Republican Party, the importance of conservative values. Raven, let's start with you. What do you think is going on with the young people? I mean, why do we see just this consistent shift among younger Americans toward liberalism, toward less concern about the system of government and even voting? What is going on?
Well, you know, it really is such a shame, sir, and I think one of the biggest issues is that it is true. A lot of young people do feel really disconnected from politics, and I think there's definitely two factions there. There's teenagers like me who they see what the fake news is spinning things to be, and they're disappointed with it, and they're feeling like, especially with the 2020 election and how everyone saw how rigged that potentially was, and I think people are just growing more and more disconnected with the system because of things like that. But there's also the teenagers out there who feel that because of the way politics is presented, that it feels overly complicated or that it doesn't directly impact our lives like it really does. But the truth is, policies being made now, they shape our futures in even little ways that we don't even realize, and they shape our education systems, our jobs, even taxes, and I think young people don't really realize how important that is. But I believe it's important to meet young people where they are, and whether that be through social media, community events, or even going to their school systems. That's what we at the Teenage Republicans work to do, show them that getting involved is not just about voting every 4 years. It's about having a voice and making a difference right now. And at the Teenage Republicans, we're focusing on making politics engaging, relatable, and empowering for these kids, because the earlier we start participating, the more influence we'll have on shaping the future we want to see. And that's really our mission here, taking the conservative youth, or even the youth who haven't really seen the benefit of conservatism yet, and turning them into the Republican voters of the future.
Yeah, amen. And you guys do a wonderful job of that. We're going to have a conference coming up here on August 23rd in Brevard County, folks. You're going to want to get to that, especially if you have young people in your life. But even if you don't, it's going to be amazing. We'll tell you more about that in a moment. Alexander, turning over to you, what do you make about this data just showing young people increasingly disillusioned with the political process, young people moving further and further away from the founding principles of our country? What do we do to stem the bleeding here, I guess?
Well, first of all, I can't really blame young people for being disillusioned with how the political process is. I mean, take a look in just your local elections with how nasty and violent these races, these primary races get. Primary races in general are just some of the nastiest and most vile pieces of elections that you'll ever live through. So you can't really blame young people for being disconnected with how the election process works. Or like with the 2020 election. Those who believe that it was stolen, they kind of understand why maybe they feel like voting doesn't matter, because like, oh, my vote's just going to get stolen, might as well not even vote. That's just something that young people have to deal with nowadays. I mean, it's been bad before, but with the media and especially social media, people being able to just spew all this vile behind a fake space, it just makes it a lot harder for young people to really trust the political systems. And I don't trust the political systems a lot because politicians, like especially on both sides, lie to you. They say, "Oh, this is great," when things are really not great. So
Yeah.
one thing that we definitely need to do is remind them, hey, your vote matters. I mean, yes, presidency, millions of people vote, but especially your local vote in your local elections. Your city council, state representative, state senator, your congressmen and your senators, those have the smallest margins can change the outcomes. Like in some city council races, it comes down to the exact vote. The presidency, your vote matters. You need to make sure your voice is heard because a certain amount of elections can change history. I mean, take for instance the 2000 election here in Florida. 500 votes. It was about 500 votes that got Bush into office, just showing that the smallest amount of votes can change the course of history. So we need to remind young people that, hey, while the political system is definitely messed up, your vote can help fix that system.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. And it is good that there are young people like you guys and some of the others involved with the Florida Federation of Teenage Republicans. It's encouraging. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do. In the last few minutes that we have left, I know we've got the convention coming up. Every year, the Florida Federation of Teenage Republicans does a convention. This year, we are teaming up with the Florida Republican Assembly, and we're going to be meeting in Brevard County, folks. It's going to be August 23rd. It's going to be amazing. Some of the keynote speakers will have yours truly. I will be there giving a talk. Dr. Doug Frank will be there, one of the top experts in the world on election integrity. Roger Stone, a close friend, longtime advisor to President Donald Trump. The Honorable Corey Mills, Congressman representing the district where we will be meeting, and lots of other great Americans, Trevor Loudon and others, and the young people will be there teaming up as we select a new board and move forward. Raven, what are your thoughts on this upcoming convention? What do people need to know?
You know, I'm really excited for it, sir. I love our conventions. I know the first one I went to, it was such an experience. And, you know, it's really great going to an event like this with a community of like-minded young people and hearing our great leaders speak. And it's a nice way to have our leading figures, the older generation, passed on wisdom to our youth. And, you know, I'm looking forward to turning things over to a new board and seeing what they have to offer. And, you know, I'm looking forward to guiding this new generation as well. Whatever our new chair needs, I'll be there to help. And so, you know, if you guys know any teenagers that are interested in coming, we are giving out tickets to kids for free. We have tables set up, and we'd love to have you guys there to join us.
Yeah, and folks, I will let you know, for those who are not members of the Florida Republican Assembly, ticket is $125. But if you are a teenager, we've got some very generous sponsors who are going to cover the cost for your young people. Alex, before we let you go, what are your thoughts? You will be there. What do you expect out of this convention? What are you hoping for? Why should people come?
Well, I'm very excited for this convention. This will be one of my first conventions as a newer member of the board, but also as this will be my final convention as I am also aging out of the board. One of the big things I want to do is I want to help this new board, whoever it is, make sure that they have the tools necessary to create the next generation of the teenage Republicans and make sure that we are not only a strong base, but the strongest base in the entire country. This convention is important. Yes, we need teenagers to come. If you want to get involved, if you want to learn, this is the best opportunity for you to learn. Get to learn from the older generation, not working for it. You're not going to be setting up the convention, no. You're going to be there to learn and enjoy the convention. This is a great opportunity. Why not come? It's free. You get in there for free. Someone's paying for you. So it's a win-win in my book.
Yep, absolutely. Folks, it's going to be a good time, whether you're older or younger or older and have younger people in your life. I hope you will be there. We'll talk about it again before the time comes. But right now, if you want to get tickets, you can get them at links.brevardrepublicanassembly.org/convention. If you're watching us online, whether on social media or any of the platforms online, we'll put that link down in the description. If you are listening to us on the radio or watching us on cable TV somewhere, again, that link is links www.brevardrepublicanassembly.org/convention. Again, the speakers is going to be really exciting. Congressman Corey Mills, Rachel Rodriguez from the law firm that's been leading the charge on so many of the key issues here in Florida. Roger Stone, yours truly, Dr. Doug Frank, Trevor Loudon, Dr. David Martin. A lot of great Americans will be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bring the young people in your life, and we will look forward to seeing you there. Alex, Raven, if the young people want to contact you guys, give us the best email for people to reach you if they want to come to this convention or learn more about the Florida Federation of Teenage Republicans.
All right, so my email is fftarschair@gmail.com. That's again, fftarschair@gmail.com. Or if you want to reach me by phone number, my number is 352-702-8368. I'll say it again, 352-702-8368.
Very good, folks. If you're a young person and you want to come to this convention, get in touch. The email is FFTARS for Florida Federation of Teenage Republicans, chair@gmail.com. And then, Alexander, you are Florida vicechair.tars@gmail.com, Florida vicechair.tars@gmail.com. That's the best way to get in contact with you, sir?
Yes, sir. That's the best way to get in contact with me. Email is definitely the best way. So yes, if you have any questions and you can't get through to the chair, I'm always available to help as well.
All right, very good. Guys, if you have young people in your life, get them involved. They are conservative. They want to learn about leadership. They want to learn about the principles of liberty, help protect our country for future generations. This is a great on-ramp into the incredible world of being involved in trying to make our country a better place. Raven, Alex, thank you guys very much for joining us today. I'll look forward to seeing you on August 23rd in Brevard County for our convention. Thanks again. God bless you guys, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you,
Absolutely, Ms. Newman. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.